friends, I'm Jody. Welcome to This Beaded Life. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, hi guys, how you doing? So today I have an unboxing for you from Bargain Bead Box for the month of November, and I'm really excited to open it because I have done the sneak peek that Bead Box Bargains puts out on YouTube, and I also watched 2 unboxings because I can't help myself, you guys. I think I've only done one time where I watched no spoilers. I am like the worst for surprises. I love surprises, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, when it comes to this box, you guys, I have got to see what's in it. I just have to see what's in it. So anyway, I'm going to turn you guys around and we're going to open it. Okay, here it is, guys. You recognize the blue bag, of course, right? So I'm going to go ahead and get this open here. It's already cut open. I did that in the kitchen. And let me just move that out to the side. Get rid of my bag. And before I even open it, let's just kind of talk about it real quick. So they always send a nice little sheet that tells you what's going to be inside. And so it's called, now, do you guys call it Boughs or Boughs? So I heard some people say Boughs. I say Boughs. But I think this is actually supposed to be Boughs and Berries. So deck the halls or simply celebrate the natural beauty of winter with a festive selection of deep evergreens, berry reds, and icy clear accents. Starring moss agate, tree agate, green tiger eye, and red jasper. This collection also includes gorgeous glass and sparkling crystal, plus a selection of silver, finished, and stainless steel charms and findings. Wow. So there's 22 items in the box this month, and it has a retail value of $97.78. And this box only costs $22.99 to be sent directly to your home. No extra shipping, nothing like that. It's all included in the price. So if you're wanting to get your hands on one of these beautiful boxes and start getting your monthly subscription, you can head over to my description part of the video that's right below this video, and I will have the link and my promo code Jody2 in there so that you can save $2 off your first month. All right, guys, I'm going to pause this for 1 second. I'm going to sort this by like what it is, beads or findings, and I thought I'd break out my little tray here because this is kind of nice to like put it on. So let's go ahead and start opening up some stuff, and I'm just going to grab randomly. So the first thing we have is 6mm matte glass round beads in holly berry. You get a 14-inch strand, and the retail value is $2.99 for this. Oh, I love that matte finish. Oh my gosh. You know, I love sparkle, but I love to put sparkle and matte together just to give the piece a little more dimension and a little more texture. It makes me super happy to have all kinds of texture. Okay, next is we have 4x3 crystal faceted rondelles in crystal AB. You get a 16-inch strand, and the retail value is $3.99. Look at this AB finish in these. This is beautiful, and they're matte, they're faceted, they have AB. I mean, what more could you ask for, right? I mean, it's gorgeous. Unbelievable, gorgeous strand. Then next we have faceted, 8.5 by 8mm crystal faceted barrel beads in frosted mint green AB. You get a full 11 inches here, and the retail value is $7.99. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Look at that AB, and it has that matte finish again. It's like the frosted. It's like everything has a little bit of like morning frost on it, and it's all crisp. And you can almost smell the fresh air when you're looking at this box. You know what I'm talking about, that fresh winter air. Those of you who experience like winters, like snow and ice and everything like that, you know, when you walk out in the morning and it's so crisp. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling when I'm looking at this box right now. Feeling that crisp, crunchy air. All right, so 10mm moonstone glass. So this is a man-made, it's mermaid beads. frosted round beads. You get 7 inches and they have a retail value of $4.99. So here's that beautiful like glow of the mermaid glass beads. That's what we all call them, as mermaid glass, but it is a man-made moonstone. So not like the gem, but it does have a lot of beautiful like glowing flash to it. Absolutely love that. All right, let's dig into some of these gemstones that are laying here. So the first one is 6mm green tiger eye. It's dyed and heated. They're round beads, and you get 7-inch strand for it's $6.99 for the retail. This is quite lovely. Look at that little brown there, and oh goodness, these are really gorgeous. This does have some like natural flash to it too, and it's really, really pretty. Okay, real quick. So before I go on to the next one, I need to ask you what is your thing that you do that annoys a family member or a friend, but you do it all the time and they don't expect anything else? I'll tell you mine. Mine is driving with my car on empty to the point where I finally time it perfectly that my husband needs to take it somewhere and he'll put gas in it. So that's my toxic trait, you guys. All right, so the next is 8mm moss agate round beads, and you get a 15-inch strand, and it retails for $6.99. And I love moss agate. I love all the different greens in here. So you get your deeper greens, you get your more of your like olivine, some that are kind of transparent. You get a little bit that has like the little white splash in there. Just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's lay her over here. And then next we have 6mm tree agate in matte, and they're round, and you get a 15-inch strand, and the retail value is $5.99. Come on out of there. Ooh, you guys, look at this. Look at this with this. Tell me that's not like a match made in heaven right there. Oh my goodness. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Oh, it looks so good with the red too. Oh, it looks beautiful. And speaking of red, what do we have here? We have 6 pieces, 10mm rhinestone round beads in garnet red. These are pretty. They have that nice sparkly rhinestones all over them. They're not super heavy. They're a nice lightweight bead, so you're not afraid to add these to your piece, whatever you're making, and it is just so super sparkly. Very pretty. Oh, go back there. Next we have some of my favorite things, 4.5 by 5.5mm crystal faceted triangle beads in light vitriol. You get a 10-inch strand, and the retail value is $4.99. Look at this. This is picking up greens and purples, and these triangle beads add so much to your piece. Ever since they started getting these triangle beads, I think that I probably buy them at least once a month. I buy like a strand of the triangle crystal beads because they're just so beautiful. Look at that. And you're getting that different shape. So pairing it up with some round beads really adds a lot of like oomph to your piece. Very pretty. Oh, look at that sparkle on there. And then we have 4mm red jasper faceted round beads. You get 7.5 inches. And these are a value of $6.99. So here they are. They're tiny, but they are mighty. Look at how pretty these are. And the facets on them. Do you see the sparkle? It's just picking up so much light. It's so beautiful. And it's a very different red than what we have in here. So your red options are very different from each other, you know, and you get your deeper true red here, and then you get this like red, almost rust color here, and both go so well on this palette. And then next we have one 30mm moss agate donut pendant, and it is retail $4.99. Oh, look how beautiful that is. Oh, wow. Mine doesn't have a ton of like different striations. Like I have a little bit of brown here, a little bit of lighter green here, and here, and then some like really, really light green. It's absolutely gorgeous. What a beautiful donut. There we go. And now let's get into all the findings after I threw all my empty bags on top of it. So we have 4x3 corrugated round spacer beads, and these are lead-free, nickel-free, cadmium-free. You get 10 grams, and it's a $2.99 value. So this is a nice like antique silver. So it's not your bright silver, more of like the muted, and it's very, very nice. And they feel nice and heavy too, which I like. Oh, you know what? I wanted to put some of these on here so we can look at everything together. So let me just dump a few of those out. Okay, next we have 10 pieces, 14 by 12mm holly leaf charms, lead-free, nickel-free, cadmium-free, and they have a $1.99 value. These are really cute little charms, you guys, and they are two-sided, so it doesn't matter which side you use, but look at how cute they are. You get 10 pieces. That's good for, you know, little charms. Those are cute. All right, next we have, you get 3 sets, 17 by 15mm wreath toggles, and they are lead-free and cadmium-free, and they are $1.99 for their retail value. These are super cute. Look at how adorable those are. Oh my gosh. I can see this on a front closure for a necklace. Very, very pretty. I really like those. I love the detail in them. Very pretty. And speaking of wreath, we have a 22mm stainless steel wreath focal link, and it's $3.99 is the retail value. Let's take a look at this. Oh, this is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. It's even prettier than what it was on the sneak peek video. And, you know, it's funny because Lauren did this, and, you know, and I'm like, oh, that's amazing. And then mentioned that you could like glue it on or do wire wrapping to wire wrap it on. I thought, wow, that's incredible. Okay, so next we have another pendant. We have a moss agate kite pendant. It's 28 by 18mm, and it has a $3.99 value. Oh, I love the shape of this. Mine is super dark. Look at how dark mine is. It almost looks black, which I can totally embrace. That's pretty. I have one little spot here that is like almost where you could see through it. But other than that, it is really, really dark, and it's pretty. Next, we have 4 pieces, 38 by 17mm mistletoe branch, and they're links, and they are lead-free, cadmium-free, and they are $2.99 retail value, and you get 4 of them. Get all 4 out. Get out of there. Here we go. These are so pretty, and these are two-sided too, so they look like they're the same on both sides. Maybe one has, no, maybe one has a little more detail to it. Yeah. Oh, maybe not. Maybe some do. Anyway, these are really cool, and I can kind of see where you could like, if it's like this on a necklace, like if it's like your chain is here, right? Your strand is here, and maybe you could do a double strand and put like a really big, beautiful bead right here. That would be really cool. Yeah, that would be really cool. All right, next we have a 24 by 10 stainless steel pine tree oval pendant. This has a $2.99 retail value. Oh my goodness, it's so precious. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. I was getting a phone call and I had to grab that real quick. So this is such a really pretty pendant, and I can actually see this with this too, just kind of hanging in front of it. I think that would be really pretty. It's a gorgeous pendant. I love that long, like skinny tree look. That's really cool. All right, next we have 20 pieces of 7 by 5 millimeter mini cone bead caps, and lead-free, nickel-free, cadmium-free. They are $2.99 retail value, and these are great. They're nice and lightweight too. They're not like super heavy. So this is what they look like. Let's see if I can make it not blurry. It almost looks like a little lampshade. It's really, really cute. So these are really nice bead caps. I like the cone shape at times. You can make little tiny tassels from this, so it'd be great for like a drop even, but very, very pretty. I like the subtle pattern on the outside of it. Had a couple things left. Oh, I had some beads sneak in here, you guys. We're not done with the beads yet. Okay, so these are 2 pieces, 10 millimeter lampwork glass round beads in evergreen. They have a $2.99 value. These are gorgeous. I love lampwork beads, and I don't buy them very often. They have a really high price tag because, of course, they're handmade, and these have a lot of detail. There's some spotting in it, and it just makes them so cool looking, but they're really, really pretty, you guys. I don't want to put them right next to the green, so let's put them right here. And then last thing we have a lot of pendants in this one, you guys. We have 1, 2, 3. That's kind of a pendant on its own. And then here's the pendant, 34 by 21 stainless steel evergreen pendant, and it has a $5.99 value. Ooh, that is gorgeous. Oh, wow. Look at that, you guys. Oh my goodness. This is a beautiful box. Okay, Lauren and friends, you guys did fantastic with this box. Look at this, you guys. This was $22.99. Now you tell me that you can get this for $22.99 if you went and handpicked all this stuff yourself. There's no way. Beautiful box. I can see a lot of projects in this, and I'm super excited to start moving on to those projects right away. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make a project. I'll be back. Okay, everyone, I'm back. I had to take a little bit because we don't have our hot water heater hooked up yet. We have the hot water heater, but they won't be able to come out till next week to hook it up. If it was electric one, my husband could do it, but it's gas, so we need to have someone do it. We don't trust ourselves with stuff like that. So to be on the safe side, we're doing that. And I had to run over to my mom's to take a shower real quick before she went to bed. And so I'm back and I'm showered and nice and clean and happy. And now I can continue making the necklace that I want to make. So my intentions are to make a holiday necklace, and I wanted something that I could wear throughout the whole season for different holiday like get-togethers or whatever. So I pulled the moss agate. Am I getting that right? Am I getting that right? Yes, the 8mm moss agate, and I also pulled the oh goodness, let's see, I just lost it. I got the faceted triangle beads, and I got the matte glass round beads in hollyberry. I have some of the spacers, the bead caps. I did notice in this box that they did not send me the chain. So there's supposed to be some chain. So I'll reach out to them. Their customer service is so fantastic, and I'm sure they'll get that sent out right away. So I'm also using this branch pendant. I've removed the bail because I would rather have it hanging from I'm going to have it hanging from this because we're going to do a front facing closure, and I want it to have like a couple beads in between and have this hanging down. So I've removed the bail. very carefully so I could actually reuse the bail. It just kind of pulls apart and then you pinch it back together. It's just a little pinch bail. So I have it there in case I want to use it on something else. And I have an eye pin and 27 inches of Bead-A-Lon 7-strand beading wire. I have a couple crimps and a couple pieces of French wire. So let's go ahead and work on our pendant first. So I already know that I really want this red to be front and forward with these pretty little triangle faceted beads, just to give it even more sparkle right up front there. Okay, so just like that. And then we're going to do a simple loop. So I'm just bringing it over. We're going to cut off what we don't need. And I grabbed a really long head pin for some reason. So I'm going to actually keep this because I can make an eye pin out of that, like a little short one. So I'm hanging on to that. And then we're just going to roll this back like so to make our little loop. All right, and now we can grab our pliers. Go ahead and open this up. We'll hook our little pendant on here. And I decided not to go with one of the gemstone pendants. I really wanted a lot of like the crystal and silver look to this. So I ended up going with the branch pendant. Plus I thought it was kind of more, it just felt more like wintry to me. So that's why I went with that. I really want this to be just very, very wintry, Christmassy, wintry, whichever one. So when you're doing a front closure pendant, the best thing to do is to have your toggle clasp to where what you're hanging is hanging from the loop. And the reason is, for some reason, if you string it on that loop and string it on here, it doesn't hang right. And sometimes the little toggle will come out. But for some reason, if you do it this way, I don't know why it is, but it always works better for me this way than if I try to do it the other way. So that's why I do it. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to start our strand right on our little toggle clasp there. So I'm going to put our crimp on. There we go. Put our French wire on. If you don't have French wire, you can use wire guardians. It works exactly the same way. I just like the way the French wire will look hanging from the front, on the front of this necklace, because it'll be a nice smooth transition. There we go. I just had to trim a little bit off because sometimes it gets a little smushy. Oops, I drop it. There we go. Okay, so you barely notice it on the wire. Like, you can't even really tell. I mean, you can see where this is more silvery, but you barely notice it on the wire. It's really weird. Let me move my light in a little bit better. There we go. All right, and then we treat it just like we would a wire guardian. So you're just gonna kind of bend it over, but we're gonna put this on so that way we can hang it right from here. And I'm just gonna put my tail in. It's not going all the, it's like going in there, but it's like getting lost inside that little hole for some reason. Yeah, if you guys get a bead box and you end up missing something, just email their customer service and they will take care of it for you. They'll get it right out for you, so you don't have to worry about it. I don't think that crimp is working properly. I don't think it's letting two things through. So we're gonna set that one aside and let's try this one. I think the hole might be compromised. So I'll work on that one later. Okay, putting our little French wire back on. Picking this back up. All right, and then just gonna pull that down. See how that finishes it off? It looks just so nice. And then we're going to go ahead and push that little button down on our crimp bead. There we go. And it's not gonna budge, we're good. All right, so now we have our necklace started. I think I need to twist my eye pin just a little bit. There we go. It's kind of laying weird. All right, so what we're going to do is I want to use beads, but I don't want so many, I want a lot of silver and shine in this. So let's start out with, I think I want to do the green. This beautiful green. Okay. And I'm serious, I'll probably end up using every bead cap that was given to me in here on this one piece, but we'll see. All right. Well, that's really weird. The bead cap's kind of like bent or something. Yeah, it is. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. Oh yeah, it sure is. All right, let's try it now. That one might just not be a good one. Or let me try the red. Maybe let's start with the red. Maybe that's the issue. Let's do this. Maybe I'm just trying to set that bead cap up. No, look how big it is on that. I don't like that. All right, let's pull that bead cap off because I think we're gonna have to fiddle around with that one. Stick that one off to the side. I feel like I'm having some bad luck here right now. Let's just go ahead and put this on right here and see how that looks. Oh, see, yep, that's so much better. Okay, it's just that one bead cap just kind of being kind of weird. So I think I'll try to fiddle around with that later and try to see if I can straighten it, because I think that one just got smushed maybe. So no big deal. I'm sure I can fix it. So these bead caps look so nice. They look so elegant. All right, and so now let's go ahead and do a couple of these crystals. I only pulled out about half of what I had because I really would like to try to like stretch them because I love those crystals so much. So I'm actually going to do a silver spacer in between those crystals, and we're going to go right in and do another green right away. This one I thought about when I was on my way back home from my mom's. First it dawned on me that, hey, I think they were supposed to be chaining that. I'm gonna have to check my little piece of paper. So it's nice to be able to open up your bead box and just go off of what's on the bag, but you need to really look at the paper too at times, because sometimes, you know, things happen. People make mistakes and, you know, you end up missing items or whatever. And this is the first time it's ever happened to me. So I am not upset about it at all. And I guess I'll just reach out to them and they'll fix it. And then in between the colors, I'm going to want to do just a crystal, a spacer, and a crystal. Just like that. I'm just making I'm making the colors really stretch in this because I don't want it to be overly saturated with the colors, but I definitely want them there. And then we're going to do these without the bead cap, but we're still going to do the crystal, the spacer. And it's funny because I actually had more time to think about what I wanted to do because I went over to my mom's to take a shower. So it's not a realistic design on the fly for me, but it's just a design. And one I actually put some thought into. So, and then let's go ahead and do another crystal. I love these triangle beads. If you guys have never had them and this is like maybe your first time ever using Beadbox Bargains or seeing it, these are a must. And I'm telling you, they sell out. The minute they get them in on their website, at their sister store, they are like gone. They are gone, gone, gone. And for a good reason. I mean, they're beautiful. Oops, there's two there. I'm trying to pick the ones with more of the uniform green color to it. I'm not trying to be picky. I just want this to look a certain way. And I do love the other ones, but they'll be great in like another piece. I just want this to look a certain way. If it has some of the natural, like, you know, like the different colors, then I'm not going to be worried about it too much, you know. But if I can get closer to that true green, I definitely will do my best. All right. So now we're on our little crystal segment. So our crystal and our spacer bead and our crystal. Whoop, I'm sorry, did not mean to hit the camera, you guys. Making you all seasick. And then we're going to go with our red, our crystal, our spacer, crystal, and our red bead. It's looking pretty. Looking very holiday-ish, which I'm like all for. I cannot believe that today is the 8th of November. I'm like, I don't even know where July went. I mean, am I the only one who feels this way? Like, this year just blew by. And like with no warning. You know, my mom always told me when I was a little girl, she would say stuff like, don't wish your life away. As you get older, your, you know, your time just goes by so much faster. And she was so right. Like, I don't ever remember time going by this fast for me. I mean, of course, now when I look back on it, it all seems like it was a big blur. But I mean, that's just from me looking back on it. But I don't ever remember feeling like, oh my gosh, where did the time go? And then, you know, as I was having my family, you know, having my children and stuff, I saw how time was going a little bit quicker and quicker. And then once my kids were like adults, now it doesn't seem like it wants to slow down at all. Like it just keeps going and going. I don't know, guys. It's happening way too fast for me. That's all I have to say. Slow down a little bit. I want to enjoy my life a little. All right. That one's got a lot of the other green, but that's okay. If I run out, I'm not going to go dig more out. I'm going to use the other colors. I just really was hoping for me to grab enough of the darker green to not worry about it, but that's okay. I don't mind. It's still going to be really pretty, so it's going to be very pretty, very sparkly. The only thing is, guys, I will not be able to try this one on for you today. But I tell you what, I'll make sure that when I do the next few videos, I have it on so you can see it. But I like have showered hair, and I really don't want anyone to see me like this. It's not good for human consumption, honestly. I have like wet, slick back hair and no makeup, so I'd rather not put myself through that. All right. There we go. All right, now we're on our crystal segment with just the spacer. This is very, very holiday, guys, and I am here for it. It is amazing. I love this time of year. I mean, there's times this time of year that, you know, I know we all tend to have like our blue days where, you know, you start thinking about different memories that you miss, and they're not, maybe not blue, they're just very like, oh, I remember those days. Like I think about how it was like, you know, so much fun to watch my children when they were little open up their presents and how excited they got by the magic of Christmas, and going to see the kids do their Christmas program at church, and just so wonderful. I mean, the Christmas, you know, music, like Silent Night has got to be one of my most favorite Christmas songs ever. And I love it. And although like I know it's too early to listen to Christmas music, I am tempted to listen to Christmas music. So I have a question for you guys. How early do you start decorating for your holiday, whatever you celebrate? How early do you start decorating? That's what I want to know. I still have all my fall and Thanksgiving stuff up right now because Thanksgiving's not even here yet. But I'm hoping to go Christmas tree shopping, go get our tree like the weekend after Thanksgiving. Not Thanksgiving weekend, but the weekend after that. So that's usually when I start decorating. When I had a fake tree, I would put it up pretty much right after Thanksgiving, usually on that Friday or Saturday after Thanksgiving. But now that I get a real tree, I don't get it that early. I'm going to have to order more of these bead caps, you guys. I'm going to need to order some more of those really, really badly. They're super nice. I'm wondering, I'm looking around me to see if I had like a little extra bag that just kind of like got stuck somewhere, but I don't see it. I know for sure I did not get the chain, but that's okay. I will reach out. I'll send an email tonight so they see it at some point Monday, and they'll get it sent to me eventually. I'm not missing out on it that much right now. I have a lot of chain. If I needed chain, I could use it. All right. So now we got to do our crystal one. Whoops, flung that one. So I know I told you guys a little bit about Beadbox Bargains, but I also want to let you know that when you do sign up, you get every month a brand new 30% off coupon code that you can use for the entire month, all 30 days. If you wanted to order something every day, you can use that 30% off coupon code. It's exclusive to Beadbox subscribers. So really good deal. You can really make your own sales at that point. You don't have to wait for something to go on sale. You have your sale coupon right there. Hold on one second, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. So now that we have that, we gotta do our crystal one again. I might have to break out some more of those crystals. They're right next to me, so if I have to get them out, then I will. All right. right. This is turning out so pretty. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. This one bent too? Yeah. Hold on. Got a couple of bent ones. I wonder if anybody else has had that problem. I'll reach out to a couple of my friends I know who've done their unboxings already and find out if they've had any issues. I'm sure I can fix them. It's not a big deal. I'll just sit down with my pliers and gently pull those little spots out and they'll be good as gold. Things happen. All right. Getting close to the end here. All right, got our red one. Yep, I'm gonna want to grab a couple more of the crystals. Let me grab those real quick. Okay, got those. There's so many of them that come on a strand that like I feel like I've barely touched half of them, which is really great because I love them so much. And I already have another necklace design in my mind on what I want to do with like all the white. I have an idea. So stay tuned for that. It involves the branches too. So that's something I'm like kind of daydreaming in my head about. So I need 2 more crystals. I thought I counted that right, but I guess not. At least 2 more. Grab that. Grab more than what I need just in case. All right. But this is all the, nope, I do have still a few spacers. I probably still have about 20 some spacers left, which is good because I'm gonna end up wanting to use them. All right. Now I think I'm gonna try to fix a couple of these caps because I really need 2 more. And it looks like they may have given me extras knowing that some of them were bent. So hold on one second. I'm gonna see if I can fix it. I'll be right back. Okay, so I figured out, so I got one fixed and I'm gonna show you guys what I did in case you have the same issue. So I just grabbed 2 pairs of my pliers and see how this one's really bent? I just stuck both pairs down in there and just gently pulled and just kind of formed it back into a circle because it's kind of smushy. Just gently pull. And then I'm going to try it on one of these beads. And there you go. See, now it works. Okay. And I have one extra because I think they did send me a couple extras knowing that there might have been some issues. So just, you know, kind of look for that. So if you guys have any bent ones, that's all you need to do. Real easy fix. See, good as new. All right. Need a crystal. Spacer, crystal, Get in there. Green one. Bead cap, and we're going to end with the spacer, just like we have at the other end here. All right, so let's go ahead and I'm going to grab a new crimp bead because this one is obviously being a little stinker, and I think I can see the issue. It looks like the plunger may have gotten pushed down, so I'm going to grab a new one of those. They're right here next to me. Just get in my drawer and get it. All right, so we have that. And now we're just going to kind of pick this up and make sure everything is in its place where it's supposed to be, that it's not like held up anywhere weird or anything like that. And then let's go ahead and put our crimp on. Put our wire guardian or our French wire on. Ah, so tiny. Doesn't typically take me this long to put it on, but I must be having like motor skill issues tonight. I don't know. All right, and then we have the other part of our toggle clasps that we're gonna just hook right over top of that. Bring that down, and now this is where it kind of gets a little tricky if you're using French wire. You don't want it to get sucked into your crimp because it'll get stuck in there, and then you'll be sad because then you'll have to like try to fix it and figure it out and all that stuff. So you want to just be really careful. So what I end up doing is I put my crimp, my wire through the crimp again, and I'm holding on to my French wire. It's right there at the end of my loop. And I just want to kind of keep it there. So I'll pull a little bit. Make sure my French wire is still being where it's supposed to be, because it does slide really easy, and that's why you want to just kind of guide it down slowly. All right, so I'm going to pull on that again. Just double check it. It's the end one that takes the longest to close, like the one that you're doing last, because you want to really just be super careful. All right, and now we have that. So let's go ahead and, oh, I've got a little gap there. I want to make sure I pull that down the rest of the way. There we go. And then we can use our pliers and close that crimp up. So the best ones of these crimp beads that I got that have the little button on them, they came from Amazon, and they really work super well. So if you're looking to get any, I would try, definitely try Amazon. I can attach a link if you guys are interested in that. So I can have that link to the video as well. All right, I'm going to clean this up real quick, and then I'm going to put the rest of this back together and show you guys how it ended up looking like, and I'll be right back. Okay, everybody, here it is. So it's going to hook on just like this. Whether you bring the toggle through the front or through the back, it's totally up to you. I typically like it coming through the back because it looks kind of weird coming through the front like that. So I'd bring it up through the back of the necklace, and then it'll lay right there. And there we go. So that's what our pendant looks like. And when you wear your necklace, it's actually going to spread out like this. So it's going to be up to you on what you want to see. But that's what it will look like when you're wearing it. And I think it turned out really pretty. I love that I chose just the silver pendant down at the bottom here. I think it looks really nice, and I'm glad that I was very minimal with the colored beads and focused a lot on the silver and the crystal, making sure that that was a big part of this whole necklace here. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will wear this for you the next time I do a video on this channel, and then that way you can see it. I may even wear it on some of mine on my channel as well. And then that way, anyone who missed it over here, because I decided to go take a shower in the middle of my recording because it was getting late, my mom needed to sleep. But such is the life, right? All right, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful night. I'm going to go contact customer service, let them know I'm missing my chain, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you're ready for the holiday season, or you know, any of the holidays that you celebrate. I'm right there with you. I'm ready for it if you are too. All right, sending you all my love. Have a great night, guys. Bye.